Okay, hello. So in this video I'll show you how to make this quick Flappy Bird game. So let's get into it. So first you can import these couple photos and then just put in the background and ground images. I'll leave the link to them in the description, and then you can create a script that has the public float speed, the float length. So the float length is just the length of our background, and mine just happens to be 35. So then in the start we'll write like if the position is to set the position to that, and then in the update we'll check if the position is equal to that position, and we'll move it back to the starting position. So it's like a seamless transition. And then this last line here, it'll just move it. So go back into Unity, create a Flappy Bird empty object, and then put the visuals under it, and just set these settings, and then add a circle collider to the parent object, and also add a rigid body, and then create a script called Flappy. So here we need a reference to our game over screen, which we'll make in a bit, and we'll also make a bool that's called isDead, and we'll also reference our rigid body. So first, by default, we'll just set the game over screen to inactive, set the isDead to false, and get the rigid body. And in the update, we'll check if you press spacebar, we'll add a force of type impulse going up that you can see here. So next we'll make a vector2 called look direction, and this is just to change the direction that it's looking, and we'll set it equal to the RB velocity plus a vector2.right. We'll make an angle. Don't worry about this part, you can just copy it if you're new, because math.a102 is kind of complicated, but then we'll just set the RB.rotation to that angle. And then we'll create a private void on collision enter 2D and set the end screen to true, to active if that happens. So now we'll create the end screen, create a canvas. You can just see what I've done here. Just the standard like UI image, and then you can write like game over and then add a button that says play again. And you can get the download to this project in the description. I moved the Flappy Bird to the left a bit so that it's like near the back of the screen. And I also added a UI like number that will reference to change the score as you move. So now create a game object called pipe spawner and make a script under it called pipe spawner, and we'll be using unityengine.ui and unityengine.scene management. We'll need a public text and just those variables that you can see. So in void start, we'll start the coroutine spawn pipe, and we'll also get a random height in the update method. So now we'll create the private enumerator spawn pipe, and we'll start off by instantiating a pipe at this vector3 position, just far to the right, with its own quaternion.identity, just its own rotation. And then we'll do wait for second 3.5 or 1.5, I mean, I can't read. And then we'll start this coroutine again. We'll also add to the score and then set the text equal to that score. And then we'll also make a method called play again that'll just reload the scene, and this is when you die, or hit the pipe I mean. So now create a prefab of the pipes. You can just see what I'm doing here, but you create a game object and you just need two pipes, one above and one below, and then just add a box collider 2D to it, and then just copy the pipe and then drag it into to the bottom to create a prefab. And now create a pipe script on that parent game object. So we'll start off by just moving it to the left slowly with this line of code here. And if the position gets far to the left, like x -20, then we'll just destroy that game object to keep it clean. So now put the references in, all the scripts that we made, like the Flappy Bird, the pipe spawner and all that, and just change some settings. Also reference you saw what I did there, reference the play again button, like the on click event to play again on the button. And then just create a box collider on the bottom and the top of the scene, as you can see here, to stop the player from being able to just spam space and get out. Once you've done this, the game is done. I'll leave a link to the project in the description. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.